She's been through the peaks and the valleys. And I cried watching her being head over heels. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Real House girl shit. I know y'all looking like, Justin, oh, this was the nicest intro. It was. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This Housewives episode, the last 20 minutes of it, seeing Cynthia and Mike just made me cry. I was like, yeah. I felt it. I love that for Cynthia because the stuff that Peter took her and her credit through are just unforgivable. Unforgivable, baby. But we got to talk about this episode of Real Housewives. Real Housewives season 13 episode, I don't know. Mike Will made it, okay? 10-10-20, let's get into it, girl. We thought it was going to be a 10-10-20. And girl, it ended up being a 911 disaster with all the things going on. Like, she picked the perfect day, but there was so much going wrong. The dresses, the rings, the weather, COVID. It was just like, she should have took Mike's advice and just, you know, waited. But she was in a hurry. She wanted it to be on Bravo, and ended up barely being on there because they end up using their home video footage instead of the real one because it ended up being inside. But we got to talk about this episode of Housewives because, girl, if anybody want to talk about being flip-flop, it is Miss, what's that girl name? I can't think of her name. What's her name? Latoya. Girl, Latoya, Miss Trinity Gal. Girl, like, you is a snitch. You was a snitch, sis. Like, girl, I ain't here for Kenya this season or in any season. But the fact that you out here spilling her tea and that Drew, who y'all bumped heads with, have to tell you, hey girl, I don't think it's a good idea to be, you know, revealing this girl's stuff, especially she hasn't shared it with everybody else. So it's just a mess. So let's go get into it. So Cynthia is having a kind of rehearsal dinner, the best to her ability, because it's raining and everybody's inside and it's just, everybody look miserable. They got these masks on, and let me tell y'all something. Bravo, oh my God. Y'all doing this on Married to Madison too. Leave the face shields alone, girl. They not working. They got everybody looking stupid. It's just, I just don't see the purpose of them. Cut them out. Like, they're not doing anything. Like, the face shields are a waste of time. Like, they don't do anything. So I'm seeing that, I'm like, girl, what is it giving? It's not really giving anything to put like the face shield on. Like, you got mama, I think that's her name. With her, Cynthia's mama, she wearing it. She was like, girl, Cynthia went off on her and cussed her out and all type of stuff. And I was like, girl, I wonder what caused. I think they got into it because Cynthia wanted her father to come. So I wonder what ended up happening with that. So I wonder how that worked. So Eva shows up. Eva looked good. It was good seeing Eva for a second. And then Kenya shows up, and the girls are outside talking, they chit-chatting and stuff. And the conversation comes up about the bachelorette party because Eva like, girl, the girls are talking, like, what's the tea? And Kenya's just like, oh, girl, you know, everybody was there. They saw something go on, and, you know, the girls were getting, Mallory said she should have been there. Mallory, honestly, should have been there. It would have been funny to see Mallory there. But here go Kenya, just ready to spill the tea of what happened and just, like, trying to continue her investigation to figure out who ended up smashing Bolo. And I'm asking the question, the same question the producer were asking Kenya, like, what is the reason for her asking? Why does she want to know who did something? And then her response was, she answered the question with the question. Like, it was just nice. She just repeated the question, and she didn't really give a good reason. She just, I can't remember exactly what she said, but it's somewhere around the lines of, because, you know, I want to know who it was. Why does it matter, though? Why does it matter? Like, were you impacted by that? Did somebody come in your room? Did you see it? Did they disrespect you? It was in another room, girl. Like, it was in another room. Like, that would be like you going into a hotel and upset with the next door neighbors in here getting it in. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, you in your own room upstairs. What does it matter what somebody's down there? Obviously, it don't matter too much. Cynthia was out here playing with her kitty cat upstairs while y'all was all in y'all bed. So what's the issue? Like, I just don't see what the issue is. And Kenya just pressed boobs. I really don't understand why would she be mad if somebody was out here getting some pain. It's just not making sense to me. But she couldn't wait to talk about the party, honey. And I just want to know why is it so important. So Kenya expresses to Kandi that she is glad that Kandi was taken up for her and didn't leave her out to dry, considering the stuff. And Kandi just like, well, girl, I almost did because what you're saying is almost going to affect somebody's relationship, and I don't want that. And she's just like, why? Just why? And Kenya like can't answer that for nobody. She can't answer for the producer. She can't answer it for Kandi because she ain't got no answers. Because it's not even about nobody. It's about her. It's about her. It's like nobody is pressed about it but Kenya. So the world revolves around Kenya, which is, girl, I don't know. So we get to the night with the nieces. An event put together by Shamea. Shamea said, girl, night with the nieces. You got Marlo there, you got Porsha there, you got Drew, and you got Latoya there, which I was like, to Latoya? Latoya is there. Latoya is there, and I'm like, huh? So, you know, the girls, you know, the vibe is good. Drew is good vibe with Latoya. That's how I am. If we pull up and the vibe is cute, even if we don't get along or whatever, like if the vibe is cute right then in that moment, it's gonna be, yes, girl, let's get it. But if you come in with that energy, like, I'm gonna come in with it just like that. Like, and I respect Drew for saying it, like, girl, you know, we ain't got to be the best, but I'm not gonna come in here and bring no bad energy to it. If we all here, like, I'm gonna act cordial because that's just what it is, girl. I came here to have fun. That's what we arguing with you. My life don't revolve around you. So Portia's trying to figure out what's the tea with Miss Trinidad. What's going on with Miss Latoya? And Porsha is confused. She's just like, she wants to be cool with me, and she cool with Kenya, and we and her ain't on good terms, and I don't fool with her. So what's it giving? And you can tell that Latoya wants to be cool with Porsha. She wants to be with the nieces. Latoya wants to be cool with the nieces, but she came through to met the nieces through Kenya. So she needs Kenya to have her, I guess, to be on the show. But it's like she wants to be friends with them folks. Like you can see it as clear as day. Latoya don't be having fun when she be out with Kenya that much. She be having fun with the nieces. She be turned up and all that. Like she be having a good time. Kenya is just very judgmental. She ain't doing that. She's an auntie, and it's okay. And I screamed when Shamea said, "Girl, when the aunties get together, they fellowship. When the nieces get together, y'all fight. Y'all want to fight." So Porsha's just like, I don't know how to feel about Latoya because she cool, she be trying to be cool, but then she cool with Kenya, and it's just like, sis, I need to know what your vibe is because you ain't finna be coming here, you know, trying to figure out, oh, my team, what's going on with me, and then you turn around and you talking to Kenya about it. Because it looks highly suspect because in that moment, Latoya had spilled some tea about Kenya's husband, ex-husband wanting alimony from her. Like she revealed that tea to everybody in the group. And Drew was like, girl, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Porsha was like, see, that's the reason. Like, see, I can't do it. Like, I appreciate the drama, but I just, you know, I appreciate the tea, but it's like, I don't want to be involved in that. So, girl, Latoya a flip-flopper, girl. She go wherever the wind goes. I guess since, you know, she going with the wind fabulous, Kenya's going with the wind fabulous, she can be, you know, where the wind is going, girl. Girl, it's a mess. It's a mess. But, girl, I thought for a minute that Drew was about to pop off on Latoya. Baby, Miss Lickity Split was about to split Latoya's wig. Baby, Miss Lickity Split was like, baby, she was ready to drag it. Like, Miss Lickity Split was ready. She said, that's why your man counseled your ass. But I don't feel no type of way about Latoya dragging her and saying, no, girl, you was out here saying, I don't respect marriage, but you was out here putting your clappers on Bolo. So what's it giving? Because to me, that's disrespectful. Like if you supposed to be the chosen one when it comes to marriage and all that, like you talking about honor, you know, the husband, but you out here putting them clappers on, and you know your man had an issue with it. Drew, so it just goes to show you, like, girl, patriarchy princess. That's what I'm gonna start calling her, Drew, the patriarchy princess, because that's what she, like, girl, like that's what she give, and Latoya was giving it back to her. But both of them in the wrong, honestly. But you know, I don't blame Latoya for dragging this Lickity Split for that, because it's like, girl, you over here talking about me not respecting, but you over here putting them clappers on another man. Your man like that, and true enough, Drew's man didn't like that. That's why she popped off, because she knows she got into a little trouble with her husband. So the girls playing Truth or Dare. Oh yeah, they played Truth and Dare, and that's when things went left. So it was like they was all enjoying themselves, and then it just went left. It went left real quick too, like real quick. So I don't even know what to say about that. What else was going on this episode? And this was like, it had some fire, but I'm kind of losing interest a little bit in Miss Housewife, because y'all just not bringing it. I don't know what else y'all got. We get to Cynthia's wedding. It was cute. I love how they did it, how Cynthia was talking, even though we didn't get no special, no whole episode dedicated to Cynthia. It was good. It was edited good for what y'all had. It was a good job. I enjoyed it. It made me cry to see how far Cynthia has come. I think Mike really loves this woman, respects her, honors her, all of those things. I can just see it. I can feel it. It just feels right. Baby, when I watched that episode with Peter, I said, girl, the red flags is everywhere. I think I watched the episode before they even talked about getting a divorce. I said, girl, the red flags are everywhere, like in this. Like, it's just not, like, she cried about thinking about going on a honeymoon. That man had put her through there, and he's still taking her through there now because he owes on debts and stuff. While he over here talking about flipping houses, you need to be flipping Cynthia's credit back to where it needs to be at. Like, I can't imagine it. Like, I don't have no respect for Peter at all. I just don't, child, I don't know. So, wedding, Cynthia looked amazing. Makeup, wig, wedding dress, everything, ba-doom. Baby, I loved it. Like, I cried. Noelle looked sickening. I hope I get a chance to meet Noelle. I like Noelle so much. She's just like a breath of fresh air. Does she have a YouTube channel? I need to watch her on YouTube. She's just a breath of fresh air, but I liked her. Mallory looked good. Everybody looked good. Eva looked the best with her little hair going up. Eva, you look sickening, girl. I was feeling that. I was definitely feeling that. Kenya looked good. Kandi looked good. The wedding looked nice. It looked nice. A lot of the girls had their mask on. That's what they showed. Like, the girls had their mask on. I was like, okay. But Cynthia, you look damn good, girl. Like, you can tell that your body was infused with good credit, good love, good sex, good everything. Like, you was just... I'm so happy. Like, I cried. Like, I was tearing up watching. And I done watched all the Housewives and they little marriage stuff. I didn't shed no tear when I saw Ken and Todd. It was beautiful, beautiful gowns, but I didn't feel emotionally attached. And I think that was more because I've seen what Cynthia has been through with her previous marriage, and to see, you know, her finally finding the love of her life and all of these things, I'm just happy for her. But this was a boring episode besides that of Housewives. It's just like, girl, y'all not giving it, girl. I don't know what's going on. The pandemic's making it bad. There's I'm going to talk about a little gossip going on. There's a gossip right now that, I mean, I can't confirm this. I don't know. I don't even talk to Porsha. I don't know, girl. Me and her ain't cool like that. But it's a rumor going around that Porsha is talking about that she does not want to return if Kenya returns, because she is over this whole situation with Bolo. Even when they asked, like, girl, I screamed when Marlo said, oh yeah, because my nephews were trying to figure out that I don't do anything, and I put this whole campaign together. Well, she followed the whole campaign with Kenya, saying it wasn't me. It wasn't me. So I do have questions for that for Marlo. And like Marlo, like, y'all trying to be cool with these folks, and then y'all out here are doing some mess with the Kenya. Like, y'all didn't have to post that. If your nephew asked that, all you have to do is say, no, I ain't do nothing. That's grown folks business, period. Grown folks business, I didn't do anything, but that ain't nothing you need to be worried about, because your auntie ain't got into any of that. But there is talks about Porsha. You know, it's a rumor. I don't know how true. We just talked about it on Twitter. I don't believe it's true. I don't think that Porsha would drop a bombshell like that. I think that she would definitely like to not see Kenya return. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I would like to see Kenya not return, to be honest. I would rather prefer to see Kenya be a friend of the show at this point. Like, if I was, oh, well, she's the main of this, because I know Carlos, I know your ass, Carlos, you'll be out here, you know, you're a big Kenya Noah fan. But I'm tired with Kenya. Like, she ain't bringing nothing. The only thing that she's bringing is the whole situation with Bolo. And I honestly think that, you know, there is a way to have a conversation about what happened. Like, girl, the girls was cutting up, they enjoyed themselves, and that's just it. But without giving in detail, oh, such and such was in the room, and I heard this and that, and I was like, it's just like, why are you doing all of that? You just like that. I don't understand. That's some tattletale ass, like, kiddie shit. Like, y'all know that is some really kiddie shit. Like, I saw her get 2 cookies. Like, it's very just low. It's like, Kenya was not disrespected. She didn't, I don't see how that bothered her. I just, as a person who's went on a trip with some folks, I don't care what y'all are doing in y'all room. Just don't be doing that outside where I can see and all that. That's the only thing. Like, I don't want to come in and I can't go get me something because y'all aren't smashing over the food. But girl, like in the bedroom, I don't care what y'all do. It's a bachelorette party. I just don't understand that. But girl, I damn near died when they had that wood noise when Kenya opened her legs. But boring episode of Housewives. I love that for Cynthia, marriage, all that other stuff. Tell me what y'all thought about this episode of Housewives. And I'll talk y'all later. Lickity split. Bye.